Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be going over August Community Day, which is going to be Eevee. Now, if you're waiting for me to do a rant or say something negative, I really have nothing to say because I don't care. It's just going to be an easygoing Community Day. I honestly prefer those once in a while so I can just simply take it easy, if you know what I mean. We're going to be getting some new moves on these things, so this is going to be going down August 14th and August 15th. And the time is going to be from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. local time. So the bonuses are going to be 3-hour lures, 3-hour incense, 1/4 incubate hatch for eggs, and that is going to mean you have to put the eggs in the incubator once the event does start. They don't just get cut down automatically. You have to bring that up so it's very clear. And Eevees caught during this time will have last resorts. I'm not 100% sure if you evolve them after the event is over, if they will maintain that when you evolve them. I'm pretty sure they will not, so just a little heads up. You're also going to have that dollar research, which I'm sure is going to come loaded with goodies. And then taking 5 snapshots will get you those Eevees to pop up. And of course, you know, you're going to have those shiny Eevees to go out there and grind. Now, if you're not interested in the moves in which we're going to look at here in just a second, you're at least going to be able to grind XL candies, right? Yeah, let's get it. Alright, before we talk about the moves here, for Sylveon to evolve that from Eevee, it is only going to require 7 hearts instead of, was 70 or 60? Ridiculous amount. So, yeah, sorry for everybody who did that before. And then, of course, you're going to be able to get the Community Day box. And this time around, it's going to have a charge and a quick Elite TM, which is going to be very nice. You're also going to have a time research to get the Mossy and Glacial Lure, so you can get yourself one of those Leafeons or Glaceons. So taking a look at their moves, we have for Vaporeon, Scold, useless. For Jolteon, Zap Cannon. It's a nuke move, maybe good in raids and take your opponent by surprise in PvP, I guess, but still kind of wonky. Flareon, I'm a little biased because I like Flareon. It is going to get Superpower, arguably one of the best moves here. For Espeon, Shadow Ball. It seems good, but you're going to see what we're going to look at. It's not too great because it's just not so good in PvP. And then probably one of the best ones, maybe, we'll see, Psychic Umbreon. So it is going to have some caveats, good and bad. We'll talk about that. Bullet Seed for Leafeon, which can find some good usability. And then you have Water Pulse for Glaceon, which could protect it from those rock types that it really does not want to see. And then for Sylveon, you're going to have Psyshock, which again, I mean, let's talk about this. What is a weak against? Steel. All right, last resort's, you know, resisted by steel, and so is Fairy, so is Psyshock. So it's still a little screwed regarding that. Hey, I'm not saying it's garbage or anything. I'm just saying it's a little bit, again, wonky. Good ones that I'm looking at here are Flareon. Like I said, biased. And we'll take a look at PV Poke so you can see what they're going to be doing with those moves. Now, taking a look at the name trick here, this is going to be by LeekDuck. And of course, I'll have all the links down below for their Twitter pages. For Vaporeon, it's going to be Rainer, but sorry, before we start this, these name tricks can only be done once per Pokemon, per Eevee, okay? So for Rainer, for Vaporeon, Rainer, for Flareon, Pyro, for Espeon, Sakura, for Leafeon, Lina, for Jolteon, Sparky, Sylveon, Kira, Umbreon, Tomeo, and for Glaceon, Ray. So there you have it. If you want to just get it over with, remember that the Vaporeon, Flareon, and Jolteon are the most random ones. When it comes to Espeon and Umbreon, we'll talk about that. You're going to have to get 10 kilometers, right? And then evolve them day or night to get either one. And then for Leafeon and Glaceon, you can do those from the lures. So basically, the only random ones are going to be the Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon. So are you going to be using Elite TM? Do you want to? I wouldn't recommend it. I'm personally going to talk about how I'm probably going to use an Elite TM on one of them. If you follow me on Twitter, you already know. But before we do get into that, let's talk about the evolutions for Umbreon and Espeon. So if you're thinking, how in the heck are they expecting us to walk the kilometers and evolve them? Well, you're going to have 2 days to start walking them now. Start getting those kilometers up to 10. Now, I recommend you have them as your buddy. Once you get to 10 kilometers, restart the app. Have them as equipped as your buddy. Double check, not that you really need to, and then see the kilometers. Make sure it is symbolizing either one of these so you can evolve it during that time. Day or night is how you get them. It doesn't matter by the time, it just matters if it's day or night. It's going to be a little bit harder now because of all the complex weather that we have, right? So, of course, we do have the Glacier and Mossy Lure, in which you're going to be able to drop those and get yourself the Glaceon or Leafeon. So you do have Water Pulse for the Glaceon and then Bullet Seed for the Leafeon. Are they going to be really good? Folks, you know, some of these are a little bit wonky. I don't want to go down a bit of a negative path, but it's a little bit random for these. Now, as far as that box, I know we did talk about it, but you're getting 2 Elite TMs. You may want to invest in it. I don't want to advocate to spend money in Pokemon Go or even more than you're already doing, but that's pretty good. Now, let's hop into PvPoke to see what we really want to know, right? Are they going to be good? What's happening here? Now, I'm not going to go through every single analysis, every single angle. I'm just going to kind of give you just the raw data here. All right, so let's see. Umbreon in Great League has a 74% win chance with Last Resort. Now, this is the beautiful thing about PvPoke site. You can pick a move and put it right on there, and it's good to go. So we're going to go ahead and put on Psychic here. Now, let's see where it's at 74.9 before with Last Resort. With Psychic, let's see where it's going to land. And it's going up just a little bit to 75.2. So it is going to help it out. If you run into Fairy types, you're screwed. If you run into Dark types, you're screwed with Psychic. Last Resort's at least going to give you that coverage with Dark and Normal. It's a pretty good balance between the two, as well as covering those potential Psychics, or not Psychics, Darks, and or Ghost types, right? All right, so let's move it up. So 70% win chance here. Now, what we are looking at is Umbreon in the Ultra League, and it does lose win percentage with Psychic. That's not saying it's going to find, not any good situations to use it. It's absolutely going to. Fighters are going to have to respect it. But it's not looking so great, and that's where it's going to be used a lot, right, as an XL in the Ultra League. So with that said, let's go ahead and move on to Sylveon here. All right, so we're going to skip Great League. It's got a 70.3 win percent chance with Last Resort and Moonblast and Charm. All right, let's go ahead and put on its Psyshock move. Why? Why? Okay, let's just go ahead and do it because, well, that's what it's going to get. 70.3. Let's see what it's going to go to when we... 73.8, dropping almost a full 10%. Wow. So just to let you know, it's not good. Okay, plain and simple. Again, it will find situations where it's going to be good, but if you're fighting, you got the charm already. What's the point of having that, right? All right, so now we're in the regular Master League. It's got a 68.9 win percent chance. Let's go ahead and put on Psyshock. So 68.9, and it's going to be dropping. Is it going to drop to? Oh no, it's going up to 70.8. There you go. Well, there you go. In the Master League, it's going to be pulling up a little bit better for you. All right, with that Psyshock, let's go ahead and go into the Master League Open level 50, 72.4 win percent with Last Resort. Let's go ahead and put on Psyshock. Let's see what it does. 74.9. Okay, so there you have it. It's not the worst thing in the world, but honestly, I'm not excited about this. If you are, that awesome. That's great. So let's go ahead and look at Espeon. We're just going to look at Ultra and Master League. We're not even going to go into Open. It's just garbage. It's not a garbage Pokemon per se going up against raids because it is a good Psychic type attacker. But for PvP, Espeon, it's just not cutting it. And having Shadow Ball is good. Okay, I suppose it's going to be a nice move, but it still takes forever to get there with its charge move or with its quick move. So Espeon's a useless one. You want a Shadow Ball. I would say you want one of each. Do you want one of each of these for each league? You do what you got to do. I'm not doing that. Heck no. So taking a look at Flareon here. Horrible win percentage with all fire moves here. Okay. Let's go ahead and put on Last Resort to see what that actually does for it. It's 30%. Okay. Still horrible in the Ultra League. Okay. And we're just kind of moving around these movesets to see which one's the best one here. And then we're going to put on Superpower, which I feel is like one of the best moves that all these Eeveelutions are going to get here. So this is the Ultra League, Superpower. What's good against it? Why do you need Superpower? Rock, guys. Steel. I already know you got fire, but hey, Superpower is a good move. So it gets bumped up to undeniable. I mean, that's a given. Superpower is just fresh. All right, so let's go ahead and keep on switching up the moves here. I was just kind of testing things out, Flamethrower and all that stuff. All right, so let's put it back to its regular moves, and let's go into Ultra League again here. 31%. Oh, we were in the Great League. Oops, sorry about that. I wanted to look at all the leagues with this one here. Now we're in the Ultra League. So yeah, it's going to be doing a little bit better here. Definitely not a place for it to be in the Great League. That is for sure. In the Master League, it's got a 52.2 win percent chance with Last Resort and Superpower here. So we did a little bit backwards, but we'll get that going. Anyways, there you go. Just a little rundown. Which one's the best? It really depends on what you want. Probably Umbreon. Just get those XL candies, right? Just stack those up. Don't worry about these moves all too much. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care, trainers.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!